It's about 2:30 on Saturday afternoon, the 18th of September 2021. I'm with Nat again. So we're going to take a look at this one, which is Hive1. If you can be in charge of the smoker, I don't think we'll need a lot of it, but just give it a puff every now and again just to keep it going. Is it got lots of smoke coming out? Looks good. Yeah, that looks fine. So I'm going to take this off, which is the this is where the bees. And what I want to do is just flush a little bit of smoke at the front. So let me just, can you just put a couple of 3 or 4 puffs of smoke? Don't get in front, go from the side, only because that's where all the bees come in from. That's it, just get them used to the fact they were coming in. Lovely stuff. And in here, if you can just stick if I open this up, can you just put a puff of smoke under there? Make sure it goes in. Yeah, that's sort of going in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. You must never drop things, which is what I just did. That's great, thank you, Nat. So I'm going to now take this off, if it will come. I think what I'll do is take this off first, and then take this off. And I've got to be careful because I've got a full...
Does it only give smoke because fire needs oxygen? Which... what was that?
It was a moth, the larva from a moth. So one of the problems I've got here is I've got wax moth, which is one of the problems that affect bees, and that was a larvae from a wax moth.
Oh wow.
See? And that's just all these, they've created a lot of extra. Now I've got to sort this out, so we need to take what they've done is taken over here, and I need to take it back. So let's have some smoke in here, because they're really expanding. Sorry ladies, I know you don't want me to do this. I've got to get this out, this extra. Oh dear, it's quite heavy. Can you get me there was a white plastic, ask Karen, can you have a white, something, I want to put this in something. Can you get a white plastic tub that I left in the kitchen?
I'll go get it.
Yeah, if you can find it. I think I left it on the kitchen table.
Yeah, sorry.
So what have we got going on here? They've clearly been busy girls, and this was pretty much empty when I came a week or so ago. I'm going to get the spacing right. So they have filled a super, and they're doing a great job, but I need to get the spacing right and probably put some more gosh, this is full. I won't be able to use this unfortunately because it's got treated with apigar, but you can see these have been busy bees, and I need to try and put some extra frames in to allow them to continue with the great work. I'm going to try and squeeze it all up. Yeah, it's got a bit wide, not good. Right, so I shall need to separate this apigar tray from this what have they done? I'll take that off for the moment. Let's have another look at this one over here. What I'm intending to do is put some more supers on to give them room to put some more stores in, because this I'm going to remove. That's it, well done, that's what I want. So I'm going to take this, thank you, let's have that somewhere convenient. Let's put it there. Now we'll be a load of bees following it, because they won't want me taking their honey. But unfortunately, I've got no option. Can you manage with that? It's difficult with a glove on, isn't it?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
Come on, you lot. Off you go. Sorry for the smoke. Right. We'll get them out of there in a minute. There's another lot here. I've got to get this off. I'm sorry, girls. I know this is an awful lot of effort they've put into making this, but that is pure natural honeycomb.
You've got quite a few on yours.
Yeah. Come on, off you go.
Oh.
So we'll put that in there. Are they going anywhere? I don't think they can go anywhere. Right, so we need to get rid of them in there in a minute. And what I need to do is get some more frames and put them in. But I'm going to have to do a little bit of surgery, because what they've done is stuck. And all that is honey. Check them off there. It's so fluid.
Sting me?
No, they're not. If they do, they will stick their backside in, and you'll see them. They rotate around. So you haven't been stung, have you?
No.
No, I didn't either.
I can't feed it.
No, you'd know if you had. Right. So what I'm going to do is to move things around. You got what?
I've got to finally take a picture.
Hey, it is tricky. So I need to sort this out. This is a bit tricky. Can you bring me? I'd like 3 of these, which are in a box around the corner there. 3 empty frames. There's a box with a hole in the top, which is covering the frames. Can you see them? There is a box on the concrete there, only one box. Take the lid off and take out 3 frames. I might need more, and then put the lid back on. Put the lid back on and be careful with the frames because they're very fragile. In fact, could you bring me a few, bring me another 2, so bring 5 altogether. That's it, thank you, Nat. Now I need to organise myself. Come on you lot, off you go. Thank you, Nat. Just stick them up there for the moment. I'm going to put them in here very shortly. In fact, there's no reason why we can't put them in there now. Would you mind placing them in one by one? Just put one in, that's it. Move it that end, because I've got to leave room for this tray again. So push them right up against one another. They're a certain distance apart. You see these lugs on them have got little... They keep the frames from going any closer than that. That's it. That's a bee space. So they won't do anything with that. And then there's one more, perhaps in here. So we need. Let's have the that one over. No, sorry, that one over there because it's drawn out. That's it. And I'll put that in. Thank you, Nat. And what I'm now going to do. I've got to carefully move this up. Now I've got to take this off and place it. I don't know whether it will go over there. It won't go over there, will it? I shall have to put this above here again. Is there much underneath there?
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah, I've given them too much room. And they've started doing what they do, which is to build a comb. That's what they do, and there's quite a bit of weight to that. Don't stand there, Nat, because you're right in the where they go in and out. So you never stand in front of the hive. You can, so I should have told you that, shouldn't I? Right, can you be in charge of that? I just need a bit round here just to shift them out of the way. And a bit more. Thank you, that's lovely, well done. That's just the right sort of amount of, oh, they're all over me.
Am I allowed to bring any comb?
Yes, you can take this. I'm going to give this to you, some of this comb, if you want it. Do you want it?
Sure.
You don't have to have it. You can have it.
I like the sweet.
You can. It's not honey, but it's the same as honey, except that it's a bit more runny. But it won't keep very long. So if you did have it, you'd have to have it in the next couple of weeks on your toast or wherever you have it. Right, so that's my dummy board out. Okay, I'm just going to push it down near the front of the hive, and they can fly in. So this looks pretty busy in here.
One bee that's just not leaving me alone.
Yeah, okay, let me see if I can turn around. Yeah, you're okay. They're just, don't worry about them. Just ignore them. If it does worry you, just walk away, and I'll know what's happened. So don't feel you have to stay. But we've got to find the queen in here, haven't we?
Pardon?
We have to find the queen.
Do we?
Yeah. Oh gosh, you feel the weight of this. Now what I'm doing is rolling the bees, and I don't want to do that. This is heavy. Take that, take one end, tell me when you got it, and take the other end. Feel the weight?
That is heavy.
It is heavy.
That's only like the first one in.
That's the first one in, as you say.
Oh.
And they will, but they tend to store on the outside of the nest.
You're going to make a lot of honey out of that.
I'm not actually. I'm going to leave it for them. Well, they make it for their benefit. So I'll have a little look in case there's anything I need to look at on here. But the only thing on here is stores. What I should have done is counted the number of seams of bees. Now the seam is the bit in between the frames. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Is probably 11 seams of bees in there, which means that they're a bit full. And there's a lot of bees here, as you can see. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Heck of a lot of bees. In fact, I'm going to take this this frame out. They will. Yeah, okay, well. One or two just sometimes are greeters, and they love to see you. But if you can't tolerate it, that's fine. Of course it's fine. You just move away, and they generally go away and don't bother you again. But sometimes there's one or two persistent ones, and they just need to be shooed. So tell me if there's one that's annoying you, and I'll try and shoo her away. But these are nice black bees. Have you seen how dark they are? So we've got honey on here again.
Is that the same one?
It's a different frame, but it looks the same, doesn't it? So that's frame number 2. I've got frame number 1 on the outside here, but frame 2 is full of stores. So I'll put it back, and they don't like it when we do all this inspecting. They really don't. So I'll try and do it as infrequently as I can. But I knew you were coming today, so I left it for a while before seeing them. What they've done, they've started building their own comb, and I should have. Oh God, the weight of this! Cracky!
Oh.
Feel the weight of that.
Don't want to squash any. Oh my!
You agree that is extremely heavy?
Yes, it is.
It must be about 2.
It's quite a large one, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all sealed honey. And yeah, let's put it back. Let me shake it. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. I have it. That's it. These gloves are a bit clumsy, aren't they? But there we are. So frame 2, sorry, 3 is. Yes, I know. We'll clean them off. But frame 3. So can you see how these guys are feeding here?
Oh yeah.
Because we've dropped a little bit of nectar, and they're feeding from it. Yeah. So we'll have a look. We haven't seen anything exciting yet. All we've seen is stores. which is not what I'm interested in. Right, so here we've got honey, and we've got, can you see on here, I've got honey, I've also got pollen in the middle there, can you see that? Yeah?
Yeah.
So which means that they will have started laying, and there's brood on this side. Can you see, yes, in here, can we just move this up? If you look on here, let me just move them out of the way, with the back of my hand, there's lots of pollen, slightly different colours. There's brood, which is these slightly raised lumps, you see, and then I have got unsealed brood in here. There's little tiny, I'm not sure if there's eggs, but unsealed brood. But I don't yet see a queen. I might have missed her, but the bees look healthy. I don't see any problems there. Are you getting it? Are they annoying you?
Yeah.
Okay, this one here is stinging me. Can you see how she's spinning round and round?
Yeah.
That's the sting. Now what I need is to smoke that, so they don't, it didn't go into me, but
is a stinger in?
no, I've taken the stinger out, but it wouldn't have done her any good. But I didn't feel it, but because it went into these thick old gloves and then they won't let it through. So
would that be die now?
Perhaps. I'm not sure. Let me just see if I can. Come on, you. That's it. Smoke a bit over here, would you, Nat? Over there, so I can. That's it. Push them up. That's it. Thank you. So this is frame number 5. What have I got on here? I can't see from the smoke. Can you take that smoker away? Thank you. Right, so I've got drone brood on here, which is interesting to note.
Drone brood?
Yeah, so the drones are the males.
How can you tell the difference?
Because it's bigger.
No, how can you tell the difference between the drone brood?
Because it's bigger. Can you see this is the normal?
Oh, wow.
Can you see how it's raised and it's bigger?
Yeah.
This is normal.
Yeah.
Down here, these shape. But this, because it's bigger, is drone brood. So we've got quite a bit of drone brood, which is a bit concerning. You normally expect 1% or thereabouts, but we've got a few more than 1% on that one frame. I'm looking on here to see if I've got eggs. These have all been cells that have been cleaned out, and I can't see in this light, so I need to hold it up to the sunlight to see if I can see. Let me just do that. Can you just smoke a bit more on there? Shoo this lot of bees away. Thank you very much. Oh, and again. Thank you. Right, so let's see if I've got. It's difficult to. Yes, I've got eggs on there, so that's good. So the queen can't be all that far away. So she's probably around here. We'll keep an eye on her. And she could be on the next frame, but there's plenty of. I've got brood in all stages on frame number 5. Let's move on. We're getting towards the centre of the nest here, and might need a little bit more smoke in a minute. Can you just puff a bit on there? Shoo them away. Yeah, not too viciously. No, that's all right. I know what it's like. It's quite difficult to get it right. But anyway, look. Let's have a look. See if we can see a queen. We've got brood on here, which is quite good. Can you see how that is? It doesn't look like honey. It does look like brood. Can you see the difference between honey and brood? This is honey up here. Yeah. This is brood down here, and here is unsealed brood. Can you see that? Mm-hmm. Now I'm not sure if I see eggs, so I need to be absolutely sure I've got eggs. I've got very young. I have got eggs, so I know the queen is here somewhere. She's probably on this frame, or one very close. So there's lots of brood. Now this is an expanding colony. Really is. I'm going to need to put those frames that we just put in were absolutely necessary, but there's an awful lot. Can you give them a puff of smoke down here just to move them out, shift them out of the way? And also, oh no, I think we're okay that end. Right, thank you, Nat. You're getting a little bit agitated. I don't like this. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we're nearly done. We're more than halfway through. That was frame number 2, 3, 4. I'm on frame number 7 now. I need to have a... Can you puff some smoke here? That's it. Beautifully done. That's the way to do it. Now what have I got here? I've got similar thing. I've got the brood. Oh, there's a drone. Let me show you a drone.
You have shown me a drone before.
Have I?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can spot it then. I've lost it now.
You've got... Is that one there?
No. No, they're bigger. People think, oh, that's the queen, but it's not. It's a drone. They've got rounded bottoms, but they're bigger and they've got huge eyes. No, that's not one. I did see one buried under here. So there's a drone or two around still, and what happens is the drones get booted out by the rest of the colony, or the females gang up on them and chuck them out, because they're not doing anything, they're just using up resources, so they kick them out. But again, there's more young brood in there. Can you see that? We've got a nice brood pattern, and we've got larvae and eggs, not eggs. I'm not sure if I'm seeing eggs on here. I need to know whether I am. I am seeing eggs, so the queen is definitely in the vicinity. Right. Well, I've lost that male drone, but I'm sure there'll be others around. Right, so carefully place it back in. Don't think we need to smoke them.
What about that one?
No. You obviously didn't pay attention when I say. I'll show you again. No problem.
They look kind of rounded.
Yeah, but they're bigger. They are bigger. So you'll be able to see. You'll see in a minute. A bit like when we look for the queen. Oh yeah. Very black bee here. Look at the colour. Right, can you give a little more smoke around here so I can pick this? Is it running out?
Yeah.
Do we need to give it a shake around? We might need to
There's nothing fall out of it.
Oh, there we are. It needs a little bit more. We'll give it a shake around, but it is running out. So this frame I've got, which is frame 9, is I've got some unsealed honey and sealed honey, but I don't see. Have I got eggs on there? No, I don't think there's eggs. So I haven't seen the queen on here, and I think we would have seen her by now. But we keep going. We might not see the queen this time around.
Do you know how many bees you have?
I don't. It's so difficult to count them. I don't know how you do.
How do people count them?
I don't know. There is a sort of formula you can use, but it's not very accurate. I should think there's something like 20,000 bees here in this one hive.
That one hive?
Yeah, and there's probably about 20,000 on that one. So this one's got frame number 9. The last frame was 8. This is frame 9, and it's got honey in it, pollen. What have we got here? So sealed and unsealed honey on this side as well, frame 9. So we'll right, we're nearly done. Can I have the smoke? Oh, we're okay.
Is that one trying to sting you?
Yeah. But I'm okay at the moment.
What does the smoke do to the sting?
It doesn't stop them stinging, but it does stop them. It makes them
trying to be stung earlier,
retreat. When I was what?
When you were almost stung earlier.
Yeah.
Why did you need soap on it?
It's to mask the attack pheromone they use, because not only do they sting, but they also leave a scent behind saying, come and sting here, girls, because this guy's hurting me. So there's the queen. No, it's not. It's not. It's one that got marked at the same time I did the queen. Now you'd accept. There's the drone. So there. See that big guy down the bottom? No, gone. There. See that?
Yeah.
That is a drone. Got me? So it's much bigger, but it's not a queen. And there's the queen.
Oh yeah.
Their marking's not very good, but might need to redo that.
How'd you capture it?
Well, you put it in a little tube and with a plunger underneath, and you sort of squash her against a matrix of a sort of a mesh, and then you can mark through that. It's not very elegant, but anyway, you've seen the queen.
Queen 2.
Queen 2, as you say. Right, okay, so she was right up this end. I think we'll leave the rest of it because we don't need to see anymore. Well, we'll have a, no, we will. I just need to have a quick look at this last frame whilst I'm here. Can I have some smoke? Is it running? What I don't want to do is give them hot blast. You're getting ash coming up. So yeah, you see what I mean. So I'm going to need to. What have we got? And this is full of honey. I say full. It's not full. It's yeah. So I think there's room for the queen to lay, but we're going to need to give them more room to store. They're quite an expanding colony. The treatment I've given them for Varroa, which is that little mesh, that tin, I need to put some more in, but we'll do that. Can I have some smoke here?
What?
I need to, when I'm down, you need to get it so it goes, that's it. Whatever you've done, that works. So I'm pushing 2 frames at a time. I'm going to push them up in there. Can you make sure they don't, that's it, get them out of there. And again, I need to push up here. That's not going down very well, is it? No, it's just hot. I think we need to quickly fill that up. Let's go and do that. You can take it, and then we'll come back. I'm going to turn the video off now.